Mbumba Clan. Welcome back to our channel.
I'm Zinhle.
And I'm Mbumba.
And we are the Mlangenis. Yes, guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new to our channel, you do want to know of the one house rule, the Mlangeni house rule, and that is to
click subscribe and join the family. Sibe sonka, sibe yimbumba.
Yes.
Sibe invoye. Yeah.
All right. Yes. I'm wearing that to the thing.
Yeah, no, I think we, invoye.
Invoye means we are one.
Let's
the
unite
Mbumba
to
Clan.
be together and journey with this thing. We're nothing without you guys.
We're nothing without you guys, and for our returning subscribers, guys, welcome back. So guys, as you can see from the title of this video, they will hurt you, and it's not, it is what it is. Today we are addressing that because we are doing the sit down with the Mlangenis. Yeah, I know, topic cheating. I'm just like, hey, why? But we thought to speak about it mainly because, I mean, like when you're on social media, you can just see these days, but whatever, when you are there, it's like it's a norm, like,
it's such a common thing.
It's a common thing. They will cheat on you, you must cry, you must leave and move.
You go in a relationship with that expectation. You know what I mean?
And that shouldn't be the standard. That shouldn't be the standard. And today we want to focus on, because we know that we were very open about our past and things that have happened from both our sides, because it's not a gender thing. It's not like only guys can do it. I mean, only girls can also do it, but I'm not there. I'm not even promoting it. But I'm saying it's not gender specific, because there's a willing.
Yeah, we just have the stamina for it,
Ish, yeah. I don't know about girls, but me, the emotions, it's a mess. It's admin, it's too much.
Yeah, we just have the stamina for it. We can go from one partner to another with ease, like
yeah.
5 a week. Copy and paste. Good night, love.
Forward. So
no, don't forward. WhatsApp snitches. So you need to copy and paste.
So you must be balanced.
Yeah.
So and
it even says that forwarded too many times.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mark is watching.
Oh, how do you know the forwarded too many times?
You told me.
Me forwarded too many times. Okay,
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway.
Your mother forwarded you a WhatsApp.
Oh yeah.
A voice note or something. Yeah.
So. But for whatever reasons, because there's different reasons why people cheat, we're not going to get into that, and I feel like sometimes we list reasons to make excuses that actually it was a choice, you wanted to do it, face it. And so we want to speak about it from a term of, it's happened, what then after that? Because we chose to forgive each other and still be in this marriage as we are. And
not so still be in this marriage, guys. Just to clarify that.
Yeah, essentially, but to carry on.
Things will be different this time around.
You cheat on me out. You cheat on me, I'm going to. Where do I go?
No, that's not important.
Okay, I go there to fight for divorce. Finish.
You don't go there anyway.
So. But like what it does because from my personal experience is that obviously cheating is like a choice. It's a choice that you do, that you make. And for whatever reasons, you sit down, you sit back when you're doing number 2 sometimes, and you think and you cringe, you like, why did I allow that access to somebody else? Why did I allow access to somebody else? Because that not only did it mean, because you can have your excuses, but the bottom fact line is you did not really respect the relationship that you were in. You were not respecting your partner, because maybe at that point in time you didn't think about his feelings or whatever, you're just like, this is a selfish thing, whether it's revenge or I'm doing it for fun, making me feel good, but you're not thinking about the other person. So cheating is very selfish because you're thinking about yourself. It makes you feel good because you are getting what you want, right? But forgetting there's another person,
Me, I'll tell you why you don't even think about that person.
Yeah.
Because something new is very exciting. Something new is very exciting. It's a new shoe feels good, a new car feels good, a new house feels good. A new TV, feels good. Everything that is new feels good. Unfamiliar, you don't know how to use it, still finding your way around it. You don't know how it feels to walk in these heels, you don't know how it feels to walk in these shoes. How does this new dress fit you and looks, another person, a new person is going to give you something else, something different, something, you know, and it could be only that you just need attention. Could be that my partner just needs attention from me and I'm not giving that, and then someone else comes and they introduce new things.
But then that also goes back to communication. If I'm not happy about something, it's so important, guys, to always like touch base with your partner.
I think communication is the root cause.
Communication is the root cause, because I mean, even as a person, you need to be realistic with yourself that what you have, you won't have everything in one person, if I may say that. I don't know how you guys feel. You can just comment down below. As much as I'm content and I know that like everything, majority is, you know, I have everything, but that little one thing that maybe the walk of the other person, mkaba lona munye flat omunye, you know, it's like it can be silly little things that other person has and your person doesn't have. So that's why you don't think about them, you know, because you might laugh like this, but they're laughing like that, and I'm just like, actually, you're laughing. I feel like it's a tad bit annoying. That one sounds more, whatever the case is. But guys, it sets you back so much in your relationship, and what we don't think about is long term. As much as this cheating had happened a long time ago, it took us steps back. Even after like our counseling before we came into marriage, breaking soul ties and stuff, but you human, you think about this, there's triggers. So even 2 years down, maybe Sibu does something, I'm like, hey, you know. So it's like the trust, you really have to work hard to get the trust back at 100, because if I could do it like first time, I could do it again. You know, it's different from somebody who's never done it, and it would feel very weird doing it. But I know the corners, I know what to do, I know what I think you will not see, I know how I would behave. So you know that it's a possibility that Yazin, I can do this thing again. So when I see certain things, and that's why it's important to know your triggers and still communicate, because I might feel like, please don't even tell me we are going through that again.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it inflicts a lot of pain. We can laugh about it. You know, all those things, but the pain that it inflicts to that specific person, because people, when they're together, when people love each other, I mean, you know, they love each other emotionally, they love each other spiritually, they love each other, you know. It's deeper than what we see from the outside, you know, and cheating just breaks that. It breaks the trust, it breaks the communication, it breaks a lot of things, and you find that some people even dip into depression, you know what I mean, and it's self-inflicted. You know, it's self-inflicted, because I do that to myself, and I end up losing what I love because of what I did, and then I end up being in a lot of pain and miserable, and Mdwana Bantu is trying to move on,
or they think they were not
trying
enough,
to keep a level head, and
why didn't it happen?
Things, you know what I mean? And when you look back years later, I mean, I know for us it did set us back a lot. I mean, we had to work in each other's trust from scratch, and that's not where I wanted to be, but it's way further than it was then, you know. But it could have been avoided. We could have focused on other things, you know. We could have, you know, just maintained the trust instead of, it's better to maintain the trust than to build it, you know what I mean?
Yes. I love that. Better to maintain than to build, because you also
not even build, but fix. To
fix. And you then become afraid to love fully, you know. You like, I don't want to be disappointed again. Like, we could be having the time of our lives, and this little devil here in your head is like, hey, when train carefully, you know, just, you know. So then that's why you need to work again. You need to work on falling in love again and trusting one another again, because gumnandi man chapile and everything, you know. But what it does, it sets us back because of those things. And then it's like, you really need, when you choose the path of forgiving, you really need to start on a clean slate. And that is hard, because you just want to pull the archives. They step like this, you just like, sweetie, I've seen you step like this. But when you forgive,
that
just
you
like
don't, you just treat.
yeah, but tripped, and it's like just like how we go to God and be like, God, please forgive me. It's undeserving. You know, even with your partner, when you're in a relationship, there is forgiveness, and we're not saying partners go cheat because your wife or your husband must forgive you, but you must always forgive. Like, it's ours to forgive, and God doesn't pull our receipts.
And forgiving someone doesn't mean that you must still be with them.
Yes.
You know, blessed are those that get forgiven and they still, you know, like me.
It's not the case.
But not everyone has that level of grace. You know what I mean? But you also need to think that, and especially we might be talking to people who are in relationships now. But Hebrews 13 verses 4 says that a marriage is to be honored by all. Not just those who are in it, but all. Your mother needs to honor your marriage, your father needs to honor your marriage, your relatives, your cousins, everyone.
Girls and boys,
everyone who meets you in the street and they see that this person is married, they need to honor that and not take it for granted. And I believe that then there's so much disrespect, you know, but I mean, we did a video about that and the disrespect that bad reputation that marriage has, you know, and it's because of us, the people who are in it. We go out there and we do things and we, you know, all those things, they cause so much drama and pain and horror and so it's important to be with someone who loves you. It's important to be with someone who respects you. It's important to be with someone who's vocal about how they are feeling and their feelings. It's important to be with someone who will protect you, you know, not just physically, but also emotionally, not just financially, but also spiritually, you know.
In your presence, but also in your absence.
And that's why it matters the most, you know. That's why it matters the most.
And so we just wanted to like start that. I know we can be speaking about a lot of aspects about cheating, why we cheat, why whatever. That's like, we will never stop talking when it comes about cheating. But at the end of the day is you take a decision, stick to your decision. You've taken the decision to be with this one person, just be fine with that person. If they're not making you happy anymore, don't cheat, and then tell them. And if it's not working out, then instead of setting one another back for the next relationship, or you're holding them for being awesome, go, you know, go, let them go, love them from a distance, it's okay, but let us not go in the funk that is around that, you know what, it is what it is, it happens. Like, you know, at some point the generation and our attitude towards relationships and marriage has to change, and that starts with us. So yeah, so maybe you can share your stories down below and your take on how you can overcome cheating in terms of like the steps to take. Do you agree with us when we speak about respect, love, protection, and communication?
I think communication is the most important.
And we always say communication because we can never unpack it.
I am not happy with my wife. I'm like, baby, you're not meeting my sexual needs to that level. I need to come up and tell her, but I know my baby, so you know what, no, let's have this conversation, it's real. You know what I mean? And we need to address that. Are you willing? What are you willing to do? Are you not willing to do? How are we going to work on it? Because those are people who are in a relationship to make it work. But the moment I start stepping out and go finding someone else to meet that need, nothing of good is going to come out of it.
And you will always want to fulfill things that you're not getting in me elsewhere. If you don't communicate, you're going to be like, this one doesn't 1, 2, 3. That one is gonna do this. If this one is not 1, 2, 3, because you can. That's the thing about cheating, is that you can. It's not like you can't. But anyway, guys, that's our first topic for the year. Perfect.
So that's our first topic for the year. Thank you very much for joining us and watching till the end. These things, they get boring. You're like, they had it again. But I know someone there is sitting and watching and taking in the information, and they're gonna tell us their experiences and what they've taken from this video. And we really appreciate it, Buffet too.
And until the next one, guys, bye.
Buffet too, we love you. Bye bye.